Hello. Today I am going to show you how to create a character or reference a character from a mood board. First off, start with a line of action. This can be varied between SI and AZ. The line of action will help you determine features such as head, chest, torso, and legs. As you can see, I have drawn out the features and am identifying our reference's pose. Typically, it is preferred to use different colored lines on different layers to identify what layer it is. Also, don't forget to name your layers like me. That was very silly. As you draw, think about her features. You don't have to get her photorealistic, just realistic enough to resemble the reference. Once you are confident, reline everything in black to show this is complete. Take as much time as you need to build line confidence. This is very important, especially when drawing from reference and developing your art style. As soon as you're confident, begin to include features such as hair, clothes, shoes, accessories, and her face. Use your mood board to spice things up a little. When drawing hair, you need to think about how it will stay up or flow. This will determine her pose and give her a more dynamic and realistic look. Take your time when doing this, as it could affect her head and face. Facial features are easy for me, but to make sure they are accurate, use the faint colored line work to level out your nose, mouth, and SESSO. Rise. This will also help you determine which ways you are facing. Once you are confident, turn the opacity down on the head layer and reline it with added detail. Keep in mind this must be thought about and considered. Add detail where next. If you feel like the hair is fair and the accessories are excising, then begin on the face. Use a small brush size to get intricate detail. Eyes are tricky, so make sure to pay attention to the faint colored lines to help your proportions. Again, however, this is dependent on your art style. Not mix styles like realism, unless that is your goal. Lips are tricky too. I usually draw a squished heart and add lips, change opacity, then redo on. Remember, you go back and undo mistakes. It is a part of the process. Make a new layer when adding clothes. Keep in mind creases, movement and wearability. Add lines to make it look well worn and not too cartoonish. Add detail like buttons and cuffs to create depth. Color time. When looking for color, keep a grid of dark to light, skin tone, and add anything else you need. Use your preferred base color. Make sure it isn't black, as you will be shading on top of it. When shading, don't use a plain color. Go to top of Photoshop, change opacity of brush, and turn on the paint tool. It will create a more natural effect as it relies on your weight on the brush. When shading, follow the lines of fabric. Make it look worn. As you fell asleep, I did the same with the undershirt on a layer below. The white I had used isn't completely white. You do not want it to blend into page too much. Do same with the shoes. If you are using another color for shoes, make it a pale variation of the base color you desire. When it comes to skin, you want to use the medium variant. Not too dark, not too light, just dark enough for your desire, but bright enough to allow shading. Tinker with the color wheel cube for shade. Give their skin depth. As you can see, I am both shading and highlighting with the paint option I used for fabric. This allows a more realistic glint. With hair, select your base color. This can be any shade. Go on the layer above the skin coloring and completely plaster the hair in that tone. When done, go ahead and shade the hair. When I say this, I mean add slight highlights to create tone. Rub out any inconsistencies. Hair is a process. Again, you have to take your time, as you could make it look blotchy. Accessories and extra detail. This will always be your last step. This is your last step as it goes on top all your colored layers but under your line work. This includes eyes, jewelry, nails, buttons, and hair clips. More shading. Currently, I am cleaning up the color before giving it a base background. A good tip I can give you when coloring her, or any character in fact, is to give them a base background. I did this last as it was a last-minute idea. And there you go, a fully colored and established character, referenced from your mood board and your reference image.